She was found cut in half and the killer was never identified. Can you imagine, guys? The Black Dahlia murder 1947 is still unsolved. First, if you come first time, I say please subscribe and hear this. She was 22-year-old only. She had a dreams of becoming an actress in Hollywood, and on the morning of January 15, 1947, a woman walking through a quiet Los Angeles neighborhood through she saw a broken mannequin lying in an empty lot. It was not a mannequin. Elizabeth Short had been murdered, drained of blood, cut completely in half at the waist, and arranged post just feet from the sidewalk. The killer sent letters to newspaper, taunted police, and was never a catch. Who was Elizabeth Short? Before she was the Black Dahlia, she was just Elizabeth. Born in Boston in 1924, she grew up poor. Her father abandoned the family during the Great Depression, leaving her mother to raise five daughters alone. But Elizabeth dreamed bigger than that life. She moved to California, chased Bollywood, Hollywood, chasing a fresh start, chasing something that felt like hope. She worked as a waitress near Florentine Gardens on Hollywood Boulevard. She moved between rented rooms. She dated widely. She told people she was an actress, even though she had no real credit to her name. She was young, she was trying, she was just struggling. And sometime around January 9, 1947, she disappeared. Nobody knew where she was for nearly a week. Then Bentley Bersinger found her. What police found that morning of Norton Avenue in Leimert Park was unlike anything they had ever seen. Elizabeth's body had been completely drained of blood, cut in half at the waist with surgical precision. Her face had been slashed from the corners of her mouth, creating what should some called a Glasgow smile, and her body had been carefully, deliberately arranged, like whoever did this wanted her to be found exactly that way. The medical examiner confirmed cause of death was cerebral hemorrhage from blow to the head. She had been tortured before she died, and here the detail that haunted investigators for decades. The cuts were too clean, too precise. The lab immediately suspected someone with medical training, a surgeon, a doctor, someone who knew exactly what they were doing. The FBI got involved. Over 150 suspects were investigated. Agents checked. Medical school ran record across the entire country, and then on January 24th, a package arrived at Los Angeles newspaper. Inside Elizabeth's birth certificate, her address book, personal paper, and a note letters cut and pasted from newspaper clipping that read, "Here is Dahlia belongings letter to follow." The killer was communicating, bragging, playing games. More letters come non lead anywhere. By February 1st, the investigation had, in the words of the Los Angeles Daily News, run into a stone wall. The prime suspect. Over the decades, one name keeps coming up above all others: Dr. Gorgo Hodel, a prominent Los Angeles physician, highly intelligent, connected to Hollywood elite, and according to his own son, a former lab detective. The man mostly likely responsible for Elizabeth Short murders. He what makes the theory credible. Hodel had the medical background to make those precise cuts. Lab secretly bugged his home during an unrelated investigation, and one recording he reportedly made a statement referencing the Black Dahlia case in a way that deeply disturbed investigation. And in 2003, decade after the murder, a file labeled Gorgio Hodel Black Dahlia was discovered logged in the vault of the Los Angeles County District Attorney Office. It confirmed he had been their prime suspect all along. One Lieutenant on the case reportedly said, "We know who the Black Dahlia killer was. He was a doctor, but we did not have enough to put him away." Cargo Hotel died in 1999. He was never charged, never tried, never held accountable. More than 50 people falsely confessed to the crime. The real killer sent letters to newspaper, taunting everyone and walked free for the rest of his life. Elizabeth Short came to Los Angeles looking for a better life. She was 22-year old, and for nearly 80 years nobody has been made to answer for what happened to her. The Black Dahlia case is still officially open. If you never logged into it before, I will link some of the original source and the hotel files in the description below. This rabbit hole goes deep. And Elizabeth thought, she deserves so much better than the way history and treated her. I hope you understand. Okay, bye bye. Meet in next video.